Okay. I'm going to clap real quick. There we go.
Perfect.
We're back for episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
We made it.
Wait, are the cameras already rolling?
Oh, they're rolling, baby.
Oh, man. We are. Okay, well, then we really are back.
Yeah, we're back.
I thought that was a warm-up.
Well, it kind of is, kind of not.
Man.
It doesn't have to be.
Well, it's good to see you.
Thanks, man.
First
It's good
of
to
all,
see you too, man.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that,
It's been
man.
a long week.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes. I wanted to, just so we can loosen up real quick, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because we are going to be playing this game called We're Not Really Strangers. This game is, I recommend it for like team building.
Yeah.
It's a really good game that helps you get to know people. There's no way to win the game. There's no way to lose the game. It's just all about connections. And this game, you know, I want to learn more about you. Man, every time we sit down and talk, I learn some new stuff about you. As far as you being a break dancer, you being an avid Pokemon fan. There's a lot about you that I would have never known just as your coworker.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. For people who don't know, I actually met Dean London Swift at work.
Yeah,
And,
at the Comedy Cellar.
yeah.
Wow, Spectacular, Penn and Teller, Chippendales.
Yeah. And
All
Dean
that.
at work does a really good job hiding his personality. I thought he was just all hair, just all hairspray. But no.
I'm a lot of hairspray.
No, you got to give yourself more credit. I think you are a much interesting person than you let on. And today we are going to prove it by playing this team building game. But before we get into that, I have a quick warm up.
Okay,
Now,
I like
you know how I like to warm up. The way I like to warm up, I'm going to name 2 things and you tell me which one is better off the top of your head.
Okay, let's do this.
Now, if we have to cut this out, my feelings will not be hurt, okay? I understand. Maybe this warm-up is just for us. I don't know what you can and can't say, okay?
Okay.
But I purposely left off a couple of things off of this list.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a comprehensive list of things in this category.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
I left a couple things off purposefully because I don't want any conflicts of interest. All right.
Okay.
Now that I've got that out the way, I'm going to name 2 things. This is a game of this or that. I'm going to name 2 things, and I want you to tell me off the top of your head, no thinking and no explaining, which one is better.
All right. Let's do it.
Now, the category for this game is Las Vegas properties.
Oh.
All right. Circus or Stratosphere?
Ooh. Stratosphere.
Stratosphere or Excalibur?
Stratosphere.
Oh, wow. Okay. Stratosphere or the Rio?
The Rio. Yeah.
The Rio or Luxor?
Rio.
Okay. The Rio or the Flamingo?
Rio.
Okay. The Rio or MGM?
Like as in MGM Grand?
Yes.
MGM Grand.
Okay. MGM Grand or Bellagio?
Bellagio.
Bellagio or Caesar's Palace?
Ooh.
That's a tough one,
Depends on what I'm considering.
All right.
I'm going to say Caesar's Palace.
That was your gut answer? Okay.
Mhm.
Caesar's Palace or the Venetian?
Ooh. Caesar's Palace.
Okay. You know what? Sounds like Caesar's Palace wins, really, because
Wow.
I'm not going to put Caesar's Palace up against the rest of...
Okay. Valid.
Okay, you know what? Just for kicks and giggles. Caesar's Palace or the Rio?
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace or Excalibur?
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's or Stratosphere?
Caesar's.
Caesar's or Circus?
Caesar's.
Caesar's. See? That's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, wiped it. Wiped it. Wiped it. I think Caesar's has one of the best nightclubs here in Vegas.
Which one?
Omnia.
Oh, right. Omnia is
The
nice.
chandelier is just nuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you need to hydrate before you go.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you, a bottle of water is like $15.
Oh, yeah. It's very expensive. I don't even know how I
Yes.
got in there one night.
Did you pay to get in?
No, I actually didn't. I was invited. But they had a table.
Okay.
Yeah. I played broke boy all night long. I didn't even buy one drink.
You got friends in high places, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Who needs money when you got rich friends?
Exactly.
I always say.
Yeah, that's one of the perks of living in Las Vegas. Half of us are broke, and the other half of us are crazy rich. The middle class is non-existent. No, I'm kidding. But it seems like that sometimes.
No,
when you go to the clubs, it seems like that.
Yeah, because the middle class is too busy at work. They don't have time.
Yeah, they're not clubbing.
They don't have time for the club.
Yeah, they're enjoying like the quality things in life.
Yeah, like sleep.
Yeah, it's something that people in nightclubs do not get.
At all, dude.
Man.
At all.
Oh my God.
Now, all right, so this game, we're not really strangers. The concept is, I don't know if they can see it on camera, but these are a bunch of cards. On these cards, there are questions written on these cards. Now, there's 3 different levels to this game. The level 1 questions are like softball, easy, get to know each other questions. Level 2 gets a little deeper, and level 3 gets real deep. All right, so we're gonna start off with the level 1 questions. I am going to have you pick any 3 questions you would like.
Okay.
Just can't look at them.
Okay.
And you can, if you have a question in here that you don't like, you can trade it in for another one.
Like a mulligan?
You can get 1 mulligan. All right?
Okay.
Here we go.
So 3?
Yep, 3 cards. Perfect. I'm also going to pick 3 myself at
I'm
random.
gonna show the camera the back of this.
At random, I'm going to pick 3 as well.
There we go. Level 1 perception.
Yes, and this is about our perceptions about each other, our first impressions about each other. Like, what do I look like? What do you look like? What do you think of me off rip?
That's
what do
gonna
I
be
think
fun.
of you?
Okay.
Let me see if I have any mulligans in here.
Okay, I'll do the same thing. Just because I got a wild card, and I don't think those are gonna be applicable here.
All right, so the way it goes, you can go first. You ask me your question, and then you answer that same question. And
Okay.
then I'll ask you my question. We'll just keep going back and forth,
Okay,
and we'll see where these questions take us.
let's do it. So I go first?
Yep, you can go first.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this one. This one seems fun.
All right.
What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on?
I think you are most likely to splurge on musical equipment, the technical side of producing music. So I don't even know what you call, stuff, when you see videos of people in the studio and there's those like mixing boards with 1,000,000 knobs on them, those things, soundboards, mixing boards,
Yeah.
expensive plugins.
Yeah. You pretty much nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of the answer myself before I asked that. Then as you were answering, like right before you answered, I was like, oh, if he says audio equipment, I'm sold.
I just know that you care about your craft.
Oh, big time.
Right.
I'm addicted. But I gave up the gear chase now. Now it's more just like only when it's convenient, when it's fun.
Fair enough.
I get, because I've finally just accepted the fact that one of my idol mix engineers mixes completely in the box, and you
Who is
don't
that?
need hardware. Alex Gania.
Alex Gania. Shout out to Alex Gania.
Yeah, Alex Gania has been so kind as to actually have and hold conversations with me regarding like bettering myself as a mixer, and he's mixed some of the most popular records out there. So.
And you just reached out to him randomly, like through email, or?
It was DM to start. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and he answered. Yeah, he's, people don't really think about the mixing side of this. They think about the producers, they think about the songwriters, they think about the artist. They don't think about who mixed it, who mastered it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And that's a very niche community, is what I've learned. And we all kind of know each other in some way.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is really cool that he took the time
Yeah.
to answer your DM.
He is so cool. I hope I could work with him one day, learn from him. I could learn so much from him.
Hey, so Alex, if you're out there, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Seriously.
man, you've made me such a better mixer.
I love when people, like, no matter the amount of success they've seen, when they still cool enough to just respond to a fan, to just take the time out. That shows a lot of humility.
Oh, it's amazing. It's actually like one of the coolest things about this community, because like especially when you start getting in like the back end of everybody, you start to learn that these people, they do it because they love music so much, and that love just spreads.
Yeah.
There's no ego attached. There's no massive followings. You can never get a hold of them. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. You know what, though? If you are doing something that's more in the background of music, like mixing, mastering, you have to do it for the love.
Yeah, you're right. You're not gonna get the credit.
Yeah. You're not gonna be in the video dancing next to Pharrell.
No, you're not. Yeah. Absolutely not.
I think you have to do it for the love. It's kind of like the musical equivalent of like helmet syndrome, right? Where like you don't see the like individual football players that make up the offensive line. They're not doing it for the fame. They doing it because they love football.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
getting smacked around out there.
Yeah, they're like getting them pancakes in, man.
Hey, first line of defense.
Yeah.
It's not the most glamorous job on the field.
Oh man, it's one of the most important left defensive
Yeah.
or left offensive tackle, I think it's called. Right.
Did you play that position or something?
No,
I was-
I'm way too small to play that position.
Yeah, right now. I don't know what you looked like as a kid.
I was always a fairly lean kid.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
like as skinny as I am. When I grew really tall, it made me really skinny. I used to be more proportionate.
More
And then-
dense.
Yeah, and then I just lengthened everywhere like a abnormal starfish.
I'm going to ask you one of my
Okay,
questions.
wait. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I have to ask you,
Oh,
what do
yeah.
I look like I'm more likely to splurge on? So now you got to answer it about me.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Dude,
Mhm.
upon first impression,
Okay.
I don't know. I'd probably say like Nike shoes or something. Like shoes,
I do like Nike.
like sneakers.
Nike Huaraches are my favorite.
Oh, man.
I have Huaraches in every color. That is my jam. I love Huaraches.
We got to insert a picture of the Nike Huaraches
I
right
love Huaraches.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shoe.
here.
The only tricky thing about them is they run really small. So you actually have to buy them in a half a size smaller than what you actually wear. Or sorry, a half a size
right?
bigger.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and real Huarache fans know that. So
Real. That's right. Not to be confused with hibachi.
yeah, no, it's way
Hirachi,
different.
Hirachi.
It's way different. Oh wow, this is okay. The question I have is, do you think I intimidate others? Why or why not?
This is a great question because me and you kind of worked a security like job
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
And gosh, you were the most freaking personable person there, bro. You like I feel like you could totally be intimidating, but you weren't. You were just
No,
friendly
no.
as hell.
You know what? I really do enjoy being a person.
Yeah.
I've been a person for 35 years now. And so, yeah, thank you for noticing that I'm personable.
Yeah,
I do love
absolutely.
being a person. I enjoy it greatly.
Yeah, people can tell, man. People are like, you know what? We're not gonna give this guy a hard time because he's just like having so much fun.
Yeah, people were super nice to me. It's really hard to be mean to somebody
Oh God,
when
I
they
know.
having a blast.
That was a hard. Yeah, that job was hard for that reason.
Yeah, you know what though? I've gotten really good in my life at ignoring the people who don't mean the best for me, right?
Mhm.
Like people who are rude, people who are ignorant, way too loud. I just know how to. I think the military did that for me. Being in the military, I can completely tune out the way a person said something and just distill the point from it. Like I get what you were trying to say. I don't care that your delivery was messed up.
Right.
That's your problem. But I get what you were
Hey.
trying to say, and I'm going to address the problem so I can get you out of here.
Sure.
Also, working at the grocery store, I scanned and bagged groceries, and people are always upset at the grocery store, right?
Yeah,
and
you're
my
right.
goal as a cashier is to get you out of there as quick as possible. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're right. It is messed up, man. Prices are sky high. Oh, the rent is high, ma'am. You are absolutely right.
Bro, this is you know what? I'm gonna pull in my mom here because man, she hates grocery shopping.
Oh,
She was just
man.
telling me on the phone the other night. She was like, "I just love Target pickup.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh,
I don't have to go in there. I don't have to say anything. They just show up to my car and deliver my bags, and I can go home."
yeah. And sometimes they give you little samples.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
And I am the opposite. I stay inside so much that I enjoy going out in the world and engaging with the grocery store. I am happy to see self-checkout guy.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I am.
don't
You have a
like-
great day, sir.
I don't like self checkout. That's too close to working.
I guess you're
I
right.
feel like an employee again when I do that. I'm like, ugh.
You have a different perspective of it all. I've never worked in a grocery store.
See, I did my time. I had to hear that beep, beep, the monotony of that beep for like 8 hours. Once you've heard that for 8 hours straight, you never want to. I don't go to self checkout if I have a choice.
Think of that. You're
I
right.
hate that beep.
And then you must be like, you must have eyes for which self-checkout machine switches color.
Oh, for sure.
And you're
Easily.
like, oh, Bing, he needs help. He
I'll be
needs
getting ready to
ID
walk
check.
over and help, and then I forget. Oh, that's not even my job.
There was one time I was at the self-checkout and I got so embarrassed because I ain't even gonna lie. Like I tried scanning this item so much and it didn't work. I tried searching, it didn't work. And I was like, it was like an avocado or something. And I was just pissed. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. So I just put it in the bag.
Right.
Because I'm like, I gave it my due diligence.
You
It's
tried.
the machine's fault, not mine.
And you don't work there.
I don't work there.
Yeah.
And I put it in the bag, and the machine was like, theft detected, and fucking replayed the camera shot of me like putting the avocado in the bag. And I felt so guilty. I like turned and looked at the employee, and the employee was like, they understood. They were like, no. They're like, you're good. Like, I don't even think they really, I don't even know. I can't even remember if I bought the damn avocado. But whatever it was, they exempted it and let me go. But I was just like, damn, it's good to know that they have those things, though.
Yes.
Because you hear comedians all the time talk about how to get discounted groceries. And the secret is just no matter what you have, ring it up as an onion. That's the secret. and I've just you at some point along the line, these comics are not getting away with this. This has to be a joke.
Oh, they're starting to crack down on it.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? A lot of places in my hometown, they got rid of the self-checkouts and they just have like
As they
cops
should.
or security right there just waiting.
You know what they need to do? Stop locking up like household every day. Stop
Yeah.
locking up deodorant
It
behind
started with
glass.
the Tide Pods, dude.
Why do I have to talk to somebody to get deodorant?
Yeah, I don't like that, man.
I hate it.
It makes you feel smelly.
People who need deodorant need it now.
Yeah, I don't want to wait, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I hate that whole thing where it's
You
like,
can't find employees. Usually they're upset that you pulled them from whatever they were working on.
especially at Walmart.
Yeah,
Walmart
I'm
is the
gonna
biggest culprit.
big time. Yeah, Target's a little nice.
Yeah, Target ain't really that bad.
Yeah.
They want to help.
There's a lot of them. Target pays for
Yeah.
their staff, I feel like.
Yeah, Target is like in and out, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, they
In and out. Yeah. You know what? That's a very West Coast thing, but they're expanding. They're
Oh,
expanding.
really?
I think so. I think there's supposed to be an In and Out in New Mexico coming up.
Honestly, In and Out is the best customer service I've ever had at any fast food place.
And I was told that they pay their employees like usually better than the curve of fast food joints.
I believe it because,
Yeah.
bro, the people at In and Out treat me better than my own family treat me. They are so
Man,
nice.
they be asking you, "Do you want onion on that double?"
Yeah, bro.
Just to
they
specify.
Are so nice.
Yeah.
They are so nice. I love it. So clearly they are being paid well for their work.
I hope so. Yeah, they're very good. Those franchise managers, I think they make decent money too.
Yeah. And I love pocket watching. One thing I love to do is calculate how much money people have. That's
Oh,
one of my favorite
yeah.
pastimes.
Yeah, I have been hit by a harsh reality by doing that.
Really?
I'm like, dang, you know what? These people aren't making nearly as much money as I thought they were.
Oh.
My childhood is ruined.
Really?
Yeah,
Who you been pocket watching that
I
you
don't know, like average, like management. People in management.
Mm.
You know, they may, they go into college, got a degree, still had to start at entry level somewhere,
Fair.
and maybe they taken home a salary of 70 grand, but like they're probably netting like 40K after all their
That's sad.
after all the taxes, the benefits they're paying for.
Yeah, taxes are really, I mean, I don't want to get in trouble. Yay, America. I love America. But let
Right.
me just say, taxes.
Well, it's just a lot.
yeah.
That's all. It doesn't even matter what class you're in. You're lower class, upper class. There's a lot of taxes.
I just think it's crazy that, like, the whole point of becoming America was to get out from under the English taking too much money in taxes and
Right.
inserting themselves.
It's true.
Yeah, now we're doing the exact same thing. We need a second Boston Tea Party. We need a Boston Tea
Man.
Party part 2.
Boston would love to host that, man. Boston, I just got so much love for Boston, man.
Word.
This city is so good to me.
How did it go last time you were in
Oh
Boston?
man, it was great. I met up with Charlie Ways, so shout out Charlie Ways.
Shout out to Charlie Waves,
man,
man.
that guy and his whole crew out there too. He met up with me in Boston, and we ended up taking the train down to Plymouth, and we performed a show, Main Street Plymouth, close to Plymouth Rock, at a venue called
Word.
New World Tavern, and it was actually really great. It was our second time doing it, and artists CM Young, Nasia, Elquan, and Young Delirious also came and showed out and had lots of people, and man, they killed it. They
That's
killed
what's
it.
up. I've been following Charlie Waves on Instagram for a minute, and
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, he's just one of those just likable guys that
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
man.
him to succeed just because he's such a likable guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is really cool, and he reminds me so much of myself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just the way he thinks, the way he pursues his goals.
And he's so humble, right?
Oh yeah,
Just like you.
oh
You know what? And that leads me back to the question: was do you think I intimidate people? Do I think you intimidate people? I gotta say, sometimes.
really?
I think you might. Okay, so looking back at where we were coworkers,
Uh-huh,
right?
right.
You got to think about it. There's a lot of dudes who are out with their woman, right? And a lot of these dudes are old and out of shape.
Okay.
And I can imagine that it might be a little rough for them seeing a young, what's that dude's name from Peaky Blinders?
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, young Cillian Murphy face.
Oh man, people have said I kind of look like him.
And I got to pull out my ID from back when I was cute and show it to you. And this dude with perfect hair, my girl's looking up at you while you wand her. No, I think you might intimidate some dudes. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
man.
I think you could be a little intimidating, but not on purpose. I think some people just like to compare themselves.
I see. Okay.
And when you compare yourself to young Cillian Murphy, you are going to get your feelings hurt. That's why I don't compare myself to you.
I hope it's Killian and not Cillian.
Oh,
when I
man.
first read it, I thought it was Cillian, but then I heard online people said Killian. So
I hope that's how you say it.
no disrespect. Just know that I'm thinking of both options if you're out there, sir. And also know that one of the main characters you played, Oppenheimer, is a character that's from New Mexico. And I grew up, I just love nuclear history, and I'm very invested in it, being from New Mexico and being from a family that has worked kind of in that industry a little bit. And when Oppenheimer came out, Cillian Murphy did such a good job. And I was just like, wow, like this is actually really cool. It hit home base harder than I think it would for someone who's not from the nuclear test site, the Manhattan Project state.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think Oppenheimer was such a good movie because it took a boring history lesson and made it fantastic.
Right, man. You know what? This is how you know that I was a nerd, because it is kind of boring. But my mom used to be like, okay, I'm gonna take you to like one place or two places like each month or whatever. And it didn't last very long, but I did ask, like on one of my first attempts, I was like, I want to see the nuclear museum.
Really?
Yeah, in Albuquerque. And we went, and it was actually so cool for
Interesting
me.
choice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm a nerd.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd.
It's cool. It's cool stuff.
This is the best time to be a nerd. Coolest time to ever be a nerd.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think nerds are making a comeback.
I think so.
Yeah,
100%.
let's go.
Yes, Revenge of the Nerds. I think it's your turn for a question.
Okay, let's do this. My next one. This one's probably gonna be quick. Maybe not.
Okay.
Disregard what you know about me.
Okay.
Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl, and why?
See, that's hard to disregard because I met you at night.
Mm-hmm.
We worked a job where we didn't get out till
nights, pretty much.
Sometimes 11, midnight, 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would guess night. And I would have to guess night.
Yeah. I mean, very clearly I'm a night person.
Yeah.
I can make mornings work, but not consistently.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about me? You think I'm a night person or a morning person?
I actually think morning person.
That is correct.
And I only say that because you're very healthy.
I like to wake
up. You know what I mean?
I like to get right to it. I don't like to waste time, man. As soon as I'm up, I'm like, all right, what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't like to waste time. I like to front load all the busy parts of my day so I can chill and be an absolutely sack of nothing from like 5 p.m. until
That's how it should be, because then by winding down at night, you prepare yourself for bed and you're just a healthier person, man. I need to adopt that.
And if anything important comes up after 5 p.m., I can handle it on my own terms. I can take my time with it because I've already done all the important stuff. There's no rush.
Creativity just breaks me at night, man. That's why I can't sleep. I get hit with like a creative rush.
Do you have like dreams about a song? Like, have you ever had a dream about a song and then woke up and made that song?
No, but I have had this incredible thing happen where I was struggling trying to get a certain type of sound out of my vocals as a mixer. I was trying to learn. And I went to bed one night, and in my dream, there was an artist. One of my favorite artists was in that dream, and I talked to him. And I used it as a chance to ask him on what I was struggling. And he told me, oh, just like move the plug-in later in the chain behind the compressor and it'll fix it.
Did he say it in that sexy voice that you just did?
No, I just said it quietly because nobody cares what it really is.
Of the chain. Move it. Was he playing with his left nipple while he
my God, man. Yeah.
Move the compressor.
And, you know what? I woke up and I tried it immediately, and it freaking changed everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I immediately was like, this is why I'm on this path. I was like, this is meant to be. I have some universal moments like that.
No way.
Yeah. It was so cool.
So now I don't understand dreams that much. Hey, if there's anybody out there watching who understands dreams, can you please, we need an email address to give out to where people can like reach out and respond. To somebody in the comments, if you know anything about dreamology, how is it possible that the answer to his dilemma came to him in a dream? Does that mean that he actually knew the answer deep down, but it was like repressed?
Right.
Or is the dream world like a interconnected universe?
And I believe both. I really think that both could happen. It's got to be both, because logically speaking, there's no possible way you could come up with that without knowing or being exposed to that prior.
Right.
But maybe you just didn't know.
Right.
But then the other hand is dreams are so mythical, and dreams are also, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure that dreams also naturally produce like DMT, Like, you know what I mean? And like
all on drugs at night.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's also considered like one of the drugs that's like the most spiritual gateway. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
things add up a little too much in that realm too.
Yeah, and have you ever read about the way that your brain can't create faces? So if you see a face in a dream, it's
Right.
either somebody who you've met before or seen in passing, because your brain doesn't just create faces.
Interesting.
That is so fascinating to me.
Yeah. You know, you've heard of lucid dreaming, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like, have you ever looked up ways to like train yourself how to lucid dream?
I have.
Right. So you understand like there are certain aspects of dreams that don't add up, like time or like
Right.
body parts or like, so they tell you if you want to start lucid dreaming, spend times creating habits out of your daily life of counting your fingers, checking the time,
Yep.
looking at your watch.
Yeah, because it makes you more aware of reality and it
Right.
makes you center yourself in the moment. Also, they tell you one good tip is to write down your dreams as soon as you wake up.
And I used to do that. I had
too.
a period where, man, I was just dreaming and remembering my dreams every single night. And I was just on a roll. I did it for like almost 3 months straight. And it was like insane.
Really?
Never been like that before. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I had a meaningful dream.
Oh, man. I
Very
had
long
2 scary dreams the last 2 nights.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I have like natural disaster dreams. I have hero dreams where I have to like solve the problem at hand and things are going wrong. Like there's a tornado and the volcano is blowing up. But like,
how do you fix a tornado?
Well, I don't. That's the thing. And the thing is, like, I feel like I'm the designated hero in the dream, but I never win. I always wake up stressed.
Wow.
And I feel like that's like it. Maybe that has something to do with like how stressful things can be in life.
we're gonna Google that and revisit that. I want to know what that dream means.
Yeah, man. It's tough. I have a lot of natural disaster dreams, and to be honest, I do consume a lot of natural disaster content. I love it. Actually.
Mystery solved.
I love it, dude. I love watching storm chasers. I grew up watching storm chasers. I wanted to be a storm chaser so bad. New Mexico had this one day we had like 7 tornadoes at like touch ground at the same time in our state.
7 at
Yeah,
once?
at once. It was, and they weren't in the same place. It was like northern and eastern. Because like what people don't realize about New Mexico is like, yes, it's mountainous, yes, it's deserty, but east of the Rockies is when the plains starts, and the Rocky Mountain chain goes right through Albuquerque. And so if you go to the east side of the mountains, it's just the plains start. And of course there's hills and stuff east as well, but when going into Texas and Louisiana, and it's just it's flat. So you get more tornadoes than you think. And then like the city of Albuquerque got a tornado. I don't want to say the last like big one was one that hit one of our shopping malls in like the 80s or 90s. And it was like an F1.
I'm so scared of natural disasters, man.
Oh, I'm so intrigued though. I'd be the sucker that goes outside and just watches it till it hits me.
Would you be a tornado chaser?
I 100%. I've attempted to be a tornado chaser.
No,
before.
you did not.
Yes.
Get in your car and chase a tornado.
No, not as like an adult, but like me and my dad would love. My dad is so into storms and meteorology, and we would just go adventure, man.
I don't understand tornado chasing, because like, what are you gonna do when you catch it? It's kind of like that episode of Wile E. Coyote when he catches the road runner,
right?
And he just don't know what to do. It's like, well, now what? Like, what do you do when you catch the storm?
To my knowledge, it's all about the value of the footage, and that the fact that the footage can be studied or reused or for media outlets or whatever. But the main thing is that the people who chase for more than just the glory and excitement, the people who chase and get paid for a living to do so,
right?
They are going there to collect scientific data of the tornadoes, and they're trying to figure out how to better build structures within those areas to prevent deaths from happening in the future. So a lot of it is about figuring out how the winds tear up certain structures, where the weak points are, trying to learn more about a tornado itself. Where are the winds strong? Where are they weak? Where does the hot air and the cold air intersect to create the rotation?
I never knew.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a bunch of thrill-seeking.
Yeah, and you know what? There was this, oh gosh, it's going to blank me, but there was a storm chaser from the actual show Storm Chasers that was known for creating these like pod-like deployment drone things that they try to intercept the tornadoes with, and they passed away. One of the biggest storms, I don't know, I don't think it was Joplin, it must have been another one, got them. And they didn't continue the show much long after that.
Yeah, because you can't just bring in anybody. Like,
No,
you
these
can't
people
just
were insane.
slap a Storm Chaser's polo on Ashton Kutcher and tell him to get out
I mean,
there.
I digress a huge lot, but dude, storm chasing is a total like, I love it. I get so excited.
I never knew that about you, man. I swear, I learned something new about you every single time we do this.
Yeah, it's fun.
I want to do my wild card.
Oh, of course.
My wild card says, make an assumption about the other person. Okay. Make an assumption.
Oh my God, that's hard.
Wow. I am going to make an assumption about you. Let me just look at you real quickly. Okay. I'm going to assume that you have never been broken up with. You've always done the dumping in your relationships. You have always been the dumper, never the dumpy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the assumption I'm making.
Wow. Interesting assumption.
Because you look like you've never experienced true hurt yet.
Oh my God, are you wrong? I am usually the dumpy.
What?
I usually do not dump a person.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you have a song in your catalog that you would like play to either comfort yourself, or another assumption I'm going to make, you also seem like a salt in the wound kind of person, right? Like if you're sad, you're going to lean into being sad.
Oh yeah,
What
totally.
song do you play after being the breaky in the relationship to sort of throw salt in the wound and make it worse?
Oh man. You know, I'm going to have to say Without You featuring Noah Prince. That song comes off the Cinderella EP, and you know, that album is about falling in love, but it's also about the love like leaving you as the EP progresses.
Right.
And Without You is like the first time you've realized that the love is actually like going somewhere else and you can't do anything about it, and you're just like, it's where it musically first hits you.
Right.
And I'm like, when I go back to that moment, I'd be like, dang. Because you almost are at the point where you're like, there's nothing I can do. I just have to accept it.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
Just gotta deal with that. Just be uncomfortable.
That's the song for being uncomfortable.
Dang.
It will make you comfortable.
Yeah, moved out of your hometown. You don't even got a clue what you're gonna do, yeah. But you need it out. You had to breathe. Took the train out west in a heartbeat. Didn't even think twice. You ain't thinking about the price. You just need it out. Now I see that it never really was about me and you in a relationship. Gotta move on, but I can't quit thinking about you. I never had the full story. Quiet, shy with those beating eyes. I wish I had the full story. There's nothing left for me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Who I'm gonna be without you. Got nobody here to turn to. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you. Leaving all your friends around you. Got nobody to surround you anymore.
I'm halfway across the world, but a half of my heart is on the wrong side. She said there'd always be time. Never lie awake, hoping you're okay. Wonder what you're doing now 1,000 miles away. I smell your fragrance the times throughout the day until it goes away. And now I can't focus, I walk around more binge watching our moments, a film of our romance. Wishing I could go back in time. I feel these things twice again. I never got to tell you everything, but you were more than just my everything. I'm looking forward to the better days, but it feels like things may never be the same again. It never really was about me. It was more than a relationship. I gotta move on, but I can still. I forget what it's like to breathe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. Who I'm gonna be without you. Got nobody here to turn to. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you. Leaving all the friends around you. Got nobody to surround you anymore. I don't know anymore.
You know what song I really liked that reminded me of one of my breakups? Declined.
Declined.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
happy now.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, you know what? This really is bringing me back.
It's a lot of like self-assurance in
I
that song.
love that song. I think that is such a good. And then at the end, you sort of switch it up a little bit, and you're like, "But you're happy now."
Yeah,
I
you
love
noticed
the way that
that.
you did. Yes, I love that because it looks at both sides of the coin. It's
It
like,
does.
would I be interested in getting back with you? It doesn't even matter because you're happy now. You've moved on.
Yeah, that card has been declined.
and I've
man.
moved on as well,
Yeah.
and so I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
I love that.
Man, and that the message from that song is so applicable. I think musically it strikes a slightly different chord than my constant hurt all the time.
Way
Like,
different.
Decline is a little bit farther on the acceptance route, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than the I'm pissed route.
Yeah, it's kind of like on that album Fog, it's kind of like you were going through all these different stages of grief.
Yeah, no,
but
it
in
totally
like a
was.
random order.
Yeah, it totally was just like the whole tape was made pretty much during COVID, and I was very much alone during that period. And I also had a ton of time on my hands, so I had a lot of time to become really creative as a producer. I made the whole album from scratch. I produced the entire thing, every song, and I think it just allowed me to have like a total time to connect with like what I was feeling at the time and bring out some of the stuff that like I keep down a lot. That's what music is used for me a lot of the
love
time.
that.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah. So,
Check out that Fog album.
yeah.
Check it
It out. Yeah. We're going to play Declined right now.
I wouldn't waste your time. It's really good.
You smiling a little too much lately. You trying to show me what I last time fake. I'm broke, I'm running out of smoke, but I'm never running out of motivating. Happy for my mind all the time. I don't bitch, I don't whine. Bitch, I'm in for the grind. Show you which state of mind I'm always in. At the top, come again. Tell your friends when we split, I'ma win. I'm happy now. Yeah, I'm happy now. Behind the face you faking, I know your heart is breaking. Yeah, I'm happy now. Oh, I'm happy now. I'm settled down, not changing up my mind. The card has been declined. That card has been declined. That card has been, that card has been, that card has been. That card is, yeah, that card has been declined. With you and me together in our scenario, it's not your everyday tired flying to the show. I never felt the bond we needed. Don't believe in me, so I'm relieved you let me go. I don't know, Mike said it best. Feel these things twice again. Attracted to you still, but I won't bang. I'm out a couple grand and not well spent. I'm weak to the happy now. Yeah, you're happy now. Behind the face I'm faking. You know my heart is breaking. Yeah, you're happy now. Ooh, we're happy now. How? I'm settled down, not changing up my mind. The card has been declined. That card has been declined. That card has been, that card has been, that card has been, yeah, that card has been declined.
I was actually just listening to it in the gym. I had the most like somber workout the other day listening to that album.
A somber workout.
Thinking about all the women in my past. Like,
Oh
yeah,
man,
dang. Yeah,
you
it
know,
was really good,
I
though.
like those deep reflecting. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna go through phases for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we should move on to level 2 questions.
Okay, absolutely.
Unless there's one you really want to ask in that.
Well, man, I was just thinking about a quick assumption about you, and
okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
assume, man, you eat a lot of chicken and rice. Dude.
That sentence would have been so crazy if you just would have cut out the last 2 words. I think you just eat a lot of chicken. motherfucker. I'm like, whoa, why do you think that, buckaroo?
Damn.
No, you're right, though. I do eat a lot of chicken and rice. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you look
Yeah.
lean, you look strong.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, your
I
legs are
appreciate
fit. Man, you know how many guys look over their legs, man?
Thank you, man. I actually do legs twice a week now. I do 2 leg days a week. One heavier day with like lower reps, maybe like 6 reps per set.
Yeah.
And then the second leg day, I go ham, just knocking out at like 12 to 15 reps. Yeah, man. I've been working on these legs, bro, because I got to be able to look good in a suit, right?
Right.
And I like the way that people like The Rock look in his suits. He just looks so...
Yeah, they feel it.
You know you buff when people can see you buff through a suit.
Through a suit, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's my goal.
Usually there's padding and stuff.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Oh my God.
No padding here. I'm trying to just look swole.
No, that's incredible.
All right, thank you, bro.
All right,
I
we're moving to
appreciate
level
it.
2.
Level 2, we're going to get a little bit deeper.
A nice shuffle.
It's crazy, bro. Every time we do this, I learn something. I would have never guessed that you were into storm chasing.
Yeah, man.
Also, I never knew what the purpose was. Honestly, I always thought it was just simply a thrill-seeking thing. And that's why it always caught me as like, I always thought it was
Dumb.
like immature.
Yeah.
It's like, why are they doing
But to an extent it is. You have to really, really be providing value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, just getting the camera shot's probably not enough to justify it.
Fair enough.
But you know, to each their own. Everybody have fun. Just don't hurt nobody else.
Please don't hurt nobody.
3?
Yep, 3 cards, and you get 1 mulligan.
Okay.
My wild card, I like it. Think of something that you strongly dislike that most people love. And then on the count of 3, we're both going to say it out loud. Whatever we dislike.
That most people love.
Think
though.
of something that you dislike that most people love.
I guess I'm gonna say the first thing that comes to mind, and you know, it might be dumb.
Okay,
but
you know what? I'm going to say the first thing that comes to mind too. You ready?
yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ketchup.
Onions. You don't like ketchup?
I don't like it on most things. No.
I love ketchup. It's funny that we both went straight to
Food.
food, though.
I'm like, you ever see that or Brussels sprouts? But there's a lot of people who don't like Brussels sprouts, and if you grill a Brussels sprout right, I figured out that I like it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But man, ketchup for me, I was actually the other thing I was saying was tater tots, man. I think that tater tots are the worst form of potato.
Whoa.
Yeah. I will stand by that statement. I will eat baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, diced potatoes, French fries, waffle fries,
Okay.
curly fries,
I'm with you so far.
hash browns, all before I would eat tater tots.
Ooh, I think I would too, unfortunately.
There's something about tater tots, man. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them that much, man.
Wait a minute. I'll choose tater tots over a baked potato.
I'm still going with the baked potato.
Wow.
I can load that with chives and onions, or maybe not onions, actually. I wouldn't do onions. But chives, bacon, butter, seasoned salt,
You can put those same things over some tots.
sour cream and cheese. But who does? Nobody does.
I think
People just eat tots with like ketchup.
Sonic does it.
Well,
At
Sonic.
Sonic's, you can get a bucket of
And they
tater tots.
drench them in like...
They'll put whatever you want on it. Chili, cheese, onions.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Bacon.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's because Sonic is for high people. It's for people who just...
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Or car people. You ever noticed the car
Yeah.
people hang out at Sonic a lot?
100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, totally a thing.
All right, your question.
This one is going to be a deep one, and I
Okay.
want to get through it and get to the next
All
one.
right, let's do it. Let's do it.
What lesson took you the longest to unlearn?
Ooh, that is deep. What lesson took me the longest to unlearn? Oh, man.
Because you have to really think, okay, did I
Okay.
really unlearn this?
Okay.
Or am I
Wow.
still struggling with this?
Wow.
But you're a bit older than me, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might have been through a lot more lessons that I might still be learning.
I've unlearned a few things. Yes. Okay, you know what? Okay. When I was a kid, I grew up in there was a lot of like yelling and violence. I got my ass whooped a lot.
Mhm.
And so for me, I grew up thinking the best way. So I thought conflict was a bad thing. You know, because conflicts always ended in me getting whooped, getting yelled at,
I see.
feeling bad about myself.
You get trained that way.
Yeah, conflicts
Yeah.
always ended badly. And so for me, I thought conflict is something that happens when somebody did something wrong. And so I had to unlearn that and learn that, no, conflict, there's nothing inherently bad about conflict. It's how you handle conflict, right?
Right.
It can be a healthy thing. Conflict is not, so I used to run from conflict. I used to hide from it.
Mm-hmm.
It used to make me feel bad. But I've learned that it can be a very healthy thing for two people to hash things out and to show respect to each other. Conflict can be a way that I respect you as my equal, because I'm showing you that I respect you by not being afraid to counteract what you said. I want to show you that I respect you as my intellectual equal, right? Because if I didn't see you as my equal, I would just ignore whatever you said and do my own thing. But I know that you have the mental capacity to receive what I'm saying, so I'm going to push back against you for a little bit because I want you to be better.
Sure.
And I want our interactions to be better. So I think conflict can be a compliment in a way, because it's like you're not going to have conflict with people who you don't care about, right?
You're absolutely right.
So for you to even engage in conflict with me, I look at it as, okay, this person really cares about this. I look at conflict a little differently now.
It's true. Yeah, that's actually a really good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you won't get. I feel like you'll be more productive with conflict and less hurt with that
100%.
mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I mean, for me, I think it's a long process, but the first thing that comes to mind is being too nice. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in the aspect of being a musician.
Okay.
Because when you're too nice as a musician, you don't get anywhere.
Wow.
When people, and I'm gonna apply this to one of the most applicable conversations I think any starting artist has is my music good? You know what I mean? And when you have friends that support you, but they tell you that things are good and they don't mean it deeply. They're supporting you. They don't want to hurt your feelings.
But they're not helping you.
They're not helping you at all, actually. Right. And I want people to hear this. If you aren't an artist out there, I want you to hear this.
Yes.
Because it is so important to be honest with whoever you're talking to and just tell them whatever comes to mind. They don't want you to think of what they want to hear. The best thing an artist can have is an idea of what a listener that is not a pursuing musician thinks first impression about their track.
Right.
It doesn't, because they're not going to be thinking, oh, like, I can totally tell you used a 2A instead of a tube tech on your voice, dude. Like, you should change it. No, they're not going to say that.
Right. Just blindly responding to an artist friend's music and saying, oh, this is great. That doesn't really help.
Right.
But if you respond to an artist's music and you say, you know what? This made me feel kind of down. What is this? Like, what are you going for here? Asking questions about your friend's music. Being honest about how it made you feel. Or, hey, this song reminds me of this other song that I know. Was this an inspiration? Ask questions.
Exactly.
Be honest.
And don't be afraid to attack the technical parts of it too.
Right.
Because most of the time, unless the artist is paying someone else to mix their stuff, most of the time that artist is like trying to get the best sound out of their voice that they can.
Right.
And if it doesn't sound good or quality, or it sounds like it's underwater, it sounds like it was recorded in a bathroom, speak up.
That's bad.
Let them know. And there are ways to make that totally usable and listenable, but if it's going to affect the user experience, listener experience, they got to know. Because if they release it, they might have a lot of regrets.
Yeah, and you don't need to have a degree in musicology to give that type of...
Totally not.
If you start to turn your friend's music up and you can't even turn it halfway without the sound distorting and sounding crazy, tell your friend that. That is going to be invaluable.
Important. Yeah.
It sounds bad when I turn it past 5 volume.
Like, what if you listened on a pair of headphones that your artist friend doesn't have?
Yeah, and it's like, yo, this sounds like you recorded it on a moving Ferris wheel. Tell your friend that.
Yeah, it really, it's helpful, and it helped me. I luckily was able to weed out certain opinions. Now, these people are all still my friends, but there were certain opinions that I stopped resorting to because I felt like I wouldn't benefit from them. The only thing I'd have is another listener that listened to it before I released it, so it doesn't count towards my streams.
That's fair.
And then once they listen to it, the shock value of the song is gone.
That's real.
And so it's really, really important for me to like only share the songs that I make with certain people.
That's real.
Yeah.
I like that question.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have a good
Here,
one.
I'll hit you with this one here.
Okay, for sure.
This one is an interesting one because I think about it often. What is a compliment you wish you received more frequently?
Ooh, I wish people... Okay, I'm going to just say it. I wish people understood how brilliant I am more often, because I'm going to be honest, I'm smart as fuck. And I think... I want to hear it more often, right? I think that a lot of times, because I have a background as a comedian, right? So I hear you're funny a lot. I hear you're nice, you're funny. I want to hear about how brilliant I am, because it's true. And
damn right.
Yeah, like I work very hard at staying knowledgeable, at reading up on my craft, on my field. And I know a lot of stuff. I'm a problem solver, and I
Man.
think that goes unnoticed a lot of the times. I think a lot of my friends don't use me as a resource the way they should because they think I'm a motherfucking joke.
But you know how much depth and intelligence it takes to always hit that humoristic side of everything.
That's fair.
It takes so
That's
much
fair.
depth and like, dude,
A lot
like
of self-awareness and intelligence.
people might just be like, he's the funny guy. But
wacky.
right, but in reality, it takes so much intelligence and wit to take a moment and turn it into something humorous amongst. Now, not only that, but it takes deep wit to understand the social caliber of everybody you're hanging out with, find the middle ground, and attack it in
I
a
think
way
so.
that makes everything
I think
funny.
most comics are some of the smartest people I've ever met.
Absolutely.
They know how to read the room on a level that they probably can't teach you to do it, but they understand how to read the room. They understand interpersonal communication on such a high level.
It's instinctual for them.
And that is a form of intelligence. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, and I digress a little bit here, but it's totally, to me, like, I feel like some of this comes down, and you're talking to a music nerd here, some of it comes down to just like the vibrational waves that things are giving off.
Yes.
Everything are vibrations, man, and
Right.
there are different ways to pick up on it. Whether you're a musician and you pick it up through the sound you're hearing, you're a comic, you pick it up through the room, things
Right.
change. Auras are real, things can be sensed.
Yes.
And some people have better like instincts than others in terms of being able to sense it.
yes, and
but-
there's a, speaking of rhythm, right? There's a
Yeah.
way, there's a place where comedy and music I think intersect is
Oh,
the
totally.
performance aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
Because there's power in pacing. There's
Yeah.
power in knowing when to shut up. There's power in dramatic pauses.
Timing is everything as a comic.
Yes.
Now get this, you know, me and you have both worked at the Comedy Cellar.
Yes.
So we've seen some of the greatest comics like in this country come here.
100%.
And even out of the country. We get people from England and stuff.
Yeah.
And anyway, one of the coolest things about working in a comedy club and being around comedians is that you get to see them perform. Now, sometimes it's always a little different, but you get to see them often practice the same jokes, but deliver them slightly different.
They may take
each
out one
time.
word.
One word.
They
or-
may speed the delivery.
yeah, the
slow it
pause might
down.
be a little bit shorter than usual, and you will seriously
Yeah.
feel the difference that crowd reacts with based on their
Huge.
performance.
There's so many things, subtle things too. They might smile next time they deliver it.
Right.
They might say it with a straight face.
Open their eyes a little bit more.
100%.
It is such a big and such an
Yeah.
intricate craft.
Yeah.
I have just really, you know, I have a lot of respect for comedians. And I'm happy. A lot of these comedians are like friends with me a little bit. That's cool. It's really cool. I'm like,
Hey,
man,
man. these
these people are good people.
Real recognize real.
Hey.
I want to know though, what compliment do you wish you got more often?
That one's tough. You know, it's such a niche thing. It's so niche. But people, I feel, don't often recognize my ability to take a pre-existing idea or thought and turn it into something complete and full. And I say that largely musically. It could start with a paragraph and then I can expand it on like remember in middle school when you used to get those prompts?
Yeah.
Give you like a prompt.
Yeah.
And they say write your response to a prompt.
I love that.
I'm killer at that.
Same.
You give me a prompt, I'm going to expand on that idea.
Same.
I may not be the best initial idea starter, but I know where my strengths lie as a person. And they definitely lie on building blocks rather than creating the very first and building on that. I have done that, but
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no. And I
Yeah.
can definitely, I've heard it in working with you as an artist and watching
Yeah.
how you mix, how you master, how you produce, how you do all of that. I've seen it in that, but I've also seen it when we were coworkers.
Right.
I've seen that you leave things better than you found them.
Oh,
And I think that
thanks, man.
there's something to be said for that. So I'll give you that compliment right now. I
Thanks,
think you are
man.
really good at leaving things better than the way you found them.
Hey, that's good. You know,
Yeah.
I want to just do my best at everything, really, because then I just feel crappy if I don't, man.
Same.
And I just learned that lesson the hard way a lot of times.
I take too much pride in what I do.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And
It's like,
it's
yeah.
hurtful sometimes, but man, I mean, ultimately, I live with a lot less regret. So,
Same.
yeah.
Yeah, I like even if like I put in a 2-week notice at a job, like I'm not about to do shitty work for that last 2 weeks.
Never.
People are gonna say good things about me.
Exactly.
And if anybody says anything less than that, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'd rather not show up at all than show up and do shitty work. Like
It's true.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
Absolutely.
When was the moment you realized you weren't invincible?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Damn. I mean, never did I really think I was invincible, but you got me looking at like my childhood, deep childhood now.
Yeah.
I'm like, crap, did I do a somersault off something and nearly break my neck? And holy crap. You know, and here's the thing. I had this major head injury as a kid. And you would think that would have something to do with it. But I actually, like, the whole time, even though I was so close to death, I don't think the heaviness and the weight of what was really going on hit me because I was so young. And if I went through the same thing today, the fear of dying would have made that much more catastrophic.
Wow.
But because I was a kid, I was just kind of like, I'm not going to die.
Oh, so you still thought you were invincible?
I guess. I just thought this is what it has to be. I got nothing to be afraid of. Like, you know what I mean? When it was going on, I wasn't thinking about that. But now I know, though. It's because I didn't know how deadly it is.
But that probably protected you.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. So maybe the moment I realized I wasn't invincible came later in life when the repercussions from that head injury started to limit what I could do on certain things. Like athletics, for example. Going upside down, flexibility, breakdancing.
Got you.
Like I started being like, oh crap, I am a little bit different than other people. My head can't tolerate certain things. Like,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's a really complicated question.
It is. And I feel like it would be a different answer for I really got to pull this out on a first date, man. I feel like this will get the people going.
Absolutely, man. Dang, gonna riled up.
I remember my moment where I realized I wasn't invincible. My older cousin punched me in the stomach and knocked the wind out of me. I was like,
oh man.
Woo. In that moment, I realized, okay, I'm going to get really, I'm just going to be nice to people.
Yep.
Starting now, I'm going to be really nice to people, man. I'm
So
good.
this does not happen again.
Yeah, man. I'm glad he did that, though, man. He taught me a real quick lesson, real quick. Humbled me right up in that moment.
I see.
Yeah. I had never had the wind knocked out of me before. That's a scary experience.
It is a really scary. I think I was just messing around, horsing around in my room, maybe playing like Nerf basketball with the door hoop. And I think something happened. I slipped and fell off my bed and just doom, fell on the floor, probably like back first, blew it right out.
At least you were having fun. I was just talking trash to my cousin.
Oh, damn.
We got into an argument about
deserved it.
something stupid. And I said to him, you ain't gonna do shit. Boom. I didn't even get to finish talking shit. He knocked that sentence right out of my mouth. And I realized right in that moment, okay, some people will do shit. It's good to know.
Yeah.
I was only
you're
like
absolutely
9,
right.
bro. But
I see what you're saying, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. Before that, you only instigated things to an extent. Like you never knew that things could escalate.
Now I know. That
To pain.
Yep. Now I know. It can get real quick.
Damn right. Damn. I love that.
Oh, man.
Is it me next? Do I got
Yeah.
the next one? Okay, this is my last one here. Now, this one's quite interesting because this one kind of gives me some freedom. This is a wild card. And wild cards have like a red face on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, this one says, questions are an art form. Create your own question.
Ooh, create your own question.
And so I will.
Okay.
I clearly we're getting towards the end of your EP creation.
yes,
Your
yes.
project,
Yeah.
which is, as we know from the last episode, Lavender Town,
That's right.
which is incredible.
Thank you.
I love that.
I love it too.
Now, what I'm wondering is what kind of inspirations from the idea of Lavender Town, and I know we talked about it a little bit, but musically, did you pull anything from that realm of the game or the sense of how it made you feel? Did you pull anything beyond the instrumental, like while you were writing, while you were, how does it tie together to be Lavender Town?
Okay. That is a great question. I think that's a really good question. Okay, so I think the sonically, there's going to be nothing, right?
Mhm.
There's not going to be anything that a person would be able to hear that makes them say, "Oh, okay, I remember this."
That's the
from Pokemon
melody.
Blue.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Yeah.
There's nothing sonically, but I think for me, I wanted to recreate because I've been pretty vocal about this. I'm starting law school next week. Right?
That is crazy, man.
And so for me, my goal this summer was, because this is my last free summer I'm ever gonna have in my life. I
yeah,
have
you're
to-
right, man.
I'm gonna be working legal jobs all through law school summers, and I'm gonna have to start working full time,
Yeah.
in the legal field
Yep,
after that.
yep.
So my main goal was to have fun, and so I really dug deep. I was like, I really wanted to have that feeling of that same feeling of like giddiness when I had my Game Boy Color and a fresh pack
Oh,
of
man.
batteries. So
Yeah.
that feeling of just that confident feeling of knowing I'm about to have an amazing weekend and nothing can mess it up. I wanted to have that same feeling, and that's what I was going for with that song, Konami Code. I wanted to just have
Yeah.
I wanted to inject that same feeling of like, I'm about to have a blast and there's nothing that can ruin it. Because that's how I felt this summer. Was this is my last free summer. I want to go back to that feeling I had when I was a kid, when I felt invincible just because of. And so yeah, my earliest memories of having that feeling were in Lavender Town, and I think that's what really
man.
led to it, man.
It's almost like a total nostalgic thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Because that was when I first realized how deep the Pokemon lore was in Lavender Town. With the
Right.
Cubone's mom, I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is more than just as a kid, that's when it sort of clicked. I didn't know anything about lore.
Sure.
But that's when it showed me, oh, this stuff is like deep.
right.
Like, this stuff is crazy.
Man, and the project's not done yet, so it's not out, and I would play it otherwise, but we're giving it some love.
Yeah.
We're working on it, and we're trying to put it out there. Do you have a timeline?
You know what? Not
for the
really.
release?
Not really, only because I don't want to, overpromise and underdeliver.
Okay,
But it will be
sure.
soon, though. It will be soon. As soon as we're done putting those finishing touches on it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be long now, though.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be long. I want to take our time. Also, with law school starting, I'm about to get so busy. Right?
It's true.
So I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver.
I am milking this guy while I have him.
I'd rather surprise her. I'm not going anywhere, man. You'll still have me. Just on a very limited basis.
Of course. I'll be doing a lot of the questions.
Yeah.
this man comes so prepared for our
I
episodes.
tried,
man.
dude. I know that we're nearing the end of this conversation. I just
yeah.
wanted to. I think we both should just pick one card from level 3.
Absolutely. Let's do
'Cause
it.
level 3 gets the deepest, right? All right, level 3. You can pick any card you want, and you get a mulligan if you would like.
This one's level 3. What am I most qualified to give advice about?
That's interesting.
It's not bad.
I
good one.
think I have 2 answers. The first one, the obvious one, I think you can give advice about the recording process.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you've mixed enough songs and you've been in the studio with so many different artists. I mean, even worked remotely with enough artists to where I think kind of what an artist is going for, even if they're not quite hitting that mark. And I think that you can give advice on how to bridge that gap between an artist's skill level and skill set and what they were going for.
Sure.
I think you know how to bridge that gap without hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
think people should ask you
Spot
about.
on.
So I think an artist, if you are going to be working with Dean London Swift, I would suggest that you let him know what you're going for
Please.
and just be open to criticism because he has a lot of valuable insight as far as that. But the other thing I was going to say, I think you have a very interesting past as far as having a passion for dance, for sports, but also with music. I think you could give a person good advice on how to figure out which passion to pursue.
Yeah. That is such a niche, specific, spot on
It is,
answer.
but it's a problem that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And nobody ever talks about it. Like some people just decide to be jacks of all trades and wind up not shining in any one thing.
I see.
And I think you could probably help a person out who is at that crossroads in their life who doesn't know.
That's crazy because I have done that.
Yeah.
And I feel like wow, I'm glad you shine light on that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that, but part of like what I enjoy most about my life is the fact that I found something that I love
Right.
and that I get to do all the time.
Right. And it's not like you were a loser who was just bad at everything else.
Right. I had options as to what I wanted to pursue.
Yeah. But what made you decide to hone in on this specifically, though?
It had to. So all of this actually stems from a love of performing. So I've always came from a musical background. I've written lyrics. I've done a lot of different stuff in the past. But ideally, you know, when I was in high school and middle school, I was performing very, very frequently. But a lot of those opportunities are given to you through the school, or at least provided, let me say. Once you're on your own, it kind of becomes, okay, you can't perform anymore because now you actually have to get booked. Now you actually have to be someone of higher value so that people will come see you.
Makes sense.
And that's like a whole other mission and journey than just the skill of performing. So I immediately I identified my joy and I go, okay, that's performing. So then I went, how am I going to get back to that spot? And all of this stems from that. I found love for mixing, for producing, for singing, for writing, but it all stems to how am I going to provide a product that will allow me to perform once again.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's my goal. Yeah.
So it sounds like your advice to that person would almost be like, figure out what you love about this thing and now find a way to make it your job.
And don't be afraid to look back into childhood. Don't be afraid to be like, you know what? The only thing I really and truthfully had fun doing was playing Pokemon. Like, if that's the case, then I will name you like 30 different outlets to go down where you can play Pokemon for a living.
That's real. You can also get into the gaming industry. There are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of jobs in the
better
gaming
now
industry.
than ever.
Yeah. There's gaming journalism even. Like if you don't have that type of technical skill to program, you get paid for writing about video games. There's a lot.
Yeah. Get paid for playing the dang video game nowadays.
My last question to you though.
Absolutely.
What do I need to hear right now?
Just in general. That's it.
What do I need to hear right now? Look, is this when you're gonna just play your latest single for me? Yeah, just drop that shit. No.
What you need to hear right now is that, because we're about to do a shoot after this.
Yes.
And what you need to hear right now is, I doubt this will happen, but sometimes when, like sometimes I will become either demanding or overworking, or like I will probably push you as a camera person.
Okay.
And I need you to know that.
Okay. Remember he said that, okay?
Man,
because we're shooting on a mountain.
On a mountain.
So don't push me.
Oh, you're right. You can't have any injuries.
I don't want to die. You know what I think you need to hear right now? And I'm going to say it on camera.
Absolutely.
That's where we are.
Absolutely.
I think what you need to hear right now is that you literally have everything you need to be successful. You have all the tools and you have all the talent and you have all the pieces. And I think that when you really decide to just lock in, because bro, I heard what you did on going back to the Fog album. When you decided to just lock in and produce a whole album,
right?
The fact that you could pull that off that way and it sounds studio legit quality, I don't think there's anything musically that you can't do. So I think you need to hear that there's literally nothing musically that you can't do. And I think that anything you decide to do, you're going to get it done. It's just a matter of you making a plan and giving yourself some kind of structure.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing that you might not have.
Yeah.
Is structure.
Yeah. The systems have been slowly falling into place, man. I mean, there is so much unspoken about being a music artist.
Yeah. It's tough.
From rights to copyright to you would know. You're the law guy.
It's tough.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And it's expensive.
Yes.
I mean, it's expensive to keep everything out there. So, man, but I don't mind being broke. Those are the trade-offs, man. Man, we love this creative game, creative journey.
100%.
Man, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I am Dean London Swift. We've heard a couple of my singles today. Hopefully, inevitably, we're going to hear some of Chico DeBarge's singles later on.
We will. Thank you so much for watching, man. What do they always say? Like, subscribe, and comment. Send it to a friend.
Oh, yeah. Send it to a friend, us hooligans. And if you have like any questions or anything, just DM either one of us or I'm wondering, you know what? Let me ask my manager before I give out the management email just in case.
Ooh, also, if you have a friend who is sending you their music and you don't know what to say to them, you can send them this podcast. so that
Absolutely.
now they'll know how to better communicate with you and ask better questions. Because sometimes artists get in their head, man. They don't know what to even ask. They just send you a song and say, "Do you like it?" They should stop asking you that, because
I don't even ask nothing anymore. I just send people a song, no context.
Fair enough.
And just whatever you say is the
Yeah.
first impression I
But
get.
hey, if you don't like confrontation, if you don't know how to tell your friend that their music could use some work, just send them the clip. Send them the clip earlier of us talking about that, so
Yeah.
that way you don't have to be confrontational. We'll do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should have a segment where people send in their music and you just rip it apart.
I would love to critique music. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that
That would
happen.
be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. We're for sure gonna do that. Freaking, this is great. Let's go. We gotta go record. Like I Want You now.
All right, let's get on it.
Let's do it.
Peace.